The Final Monetary War, from Rory Hall from the Daily Coin. Over the last 12 to 15 months, we at the Daily Coin have documented the relentless decline in silver and gold production. The final numbers for 2015 precious metals global mining production are still mixed. Some reports show an increase, which makes sense if the price assigned to the product you bring to market is in a depressed state, while the demand for that product is at record highs. One is forced to increase production under such a scenario. Some reports show a decline in production. This too is understandable in a broader sense, as mines the world over are closing down or slowing down for the same reasons as production is shown to be rising. The price of the product that is being mined does not support the operating cost to dig the product out of the ground. As mining production for both silver and gold peaked, did global mining output peak in 2015? Only time will tell, but there will be some indications we may see much smaller amounts of gold being pulled out of the ground in the next 2 to 3 years. You have the number one gold mining company in the world projecting a 30% decline, and the number two gold mining company projecting a significant decline in production. That should get your attention. We're not talking about a slight decline in production. We're talking about 3 fewer ounces of gold compared to 2015 for every 10 ounces of gold mined. That's significant. Who is not going to get their 3 ounces requested? Gold and silver remain as money. These are the only 2 forms of real money in the world. Have you ever had to deliver really bad news to a close friend or family member? What about delivering this really bad news to a small child who is old enough to understand but may not be emotionally developed to the point to be able to deal with the news properly? How did you handle that situation? Did you skew the picture reality a little bit to make it easier to understand and not to be as devastating as the reality? Was the picture less than 100% accurate to help this child cope with the situation? Is this not what the talking heads on financial TV, the government, and the Federal Reserve are all attempting to do with the adults in this country? Spoon feed us information that makes the reality appear to be less than bleak, less than on track for major shifts in our economy? Most of us are not adult children, and most of us are emotionally developed to the point of being able to process, accept, and make appropriate adjustments for really bad news. Unfortunately, the government and Federal Reserve don't think so. If these institutions believe we could handle the truth, the lies, deceit, and market manipulation would cease. If you were gearing up for war, would you want to build up your troops or lie to them so they would be completely blindsided by a financial crisis that is bigger than the central banks, global in scale, and will in fact bring about a complete shift in the value of currency and money? Thanks, guys. Keep stacking.